Hi everybody, welcome to this tactical review of one of our Strongholds battles on Himmelsdorf. In this battle it's my first day as field commander and I want to show you what I think went right and what went wrong. With 3 lights and a Cromwell on our side, we're slightly faster than the opposing team. For that reason I decided to send all 3 of my light tanks to the hill on the 9-0 line. I sent a Cromwell to G8 for spotting and took the heavies to G3. I told my Cromwell to be careful, he's on his own and if he spots something he doesn't have backup, so he should just turn around and make sure he's safe. My lights on the other hand were allowed to fight anything they encountered. Considering the opposing team, I didn't think they would find more than 3 tanks up there. The Cromwell is the first in position and he's not spotting anything yet. He'll just keep driving around G8 for a bit. The heavies have reached their destination and are trying to find a position from which they can fight while we wait for the lights to make it uphill. There we go, the first 2 spots. I tell my lights to go ahead and fight. At this point my Cromwell asks if he can go forward to spot. Since our heavies are in place, I suspect that theirs are as well, so I tell him to go ahead, but I tell him also to turn around when he sees something, cause he is still on his own. Our lights take out one of their light, but unfortunately one of ours goes as well. And our Cromwell has visitors. It's trying to retreat. Okay, let's pause for a moment to see what's going on right here. The Cromwell is 2 against 1 and is trying very hard to retreat, but it's not going very fast. The heavies are moving forward, which at this point is actually a bad call, because on the hill the battle is far from fought and if the enemies break through, I need the heavies to retreat back to base to defend. Now that we drove on, the heavies have company as well and are under attack. If the enemy decides to use concentrated fire, we could lose a gun, which we might still need to defend our cap. As you can see, we're also not in the best position. In an attempt to watch the entire map, I actually bump into the person in front of me. I still need to work on watching everything at once. So let's see if we can still manage to get ourselves out of this mess. We're definitely taking damage here. On the hill it's 1-on-1. And now all 3 heavies are lined up for the enemy to pick and shoot at. We did use concentrated fire and we took out Churchill. Also the Cromwell has managed to retreat. And now we've won the hill. This time we got very lucky. We now have the position of all their tanks. Their medium is trying to hold that corner on their own. But we have 3 heavies and we've won the hill, so now the heavies can push on. There's still the matter of the tanks that were spotted by the Cromwell. They're unspotted right now, so we're not sure where they are. But we decide to push on with the heavies anyway, first trying to take out that medium, while we make it towards their cap. There's one of their heavies, which really should have moved forward to intercept us, but it hadn't. Now that the slow heavies are in the enemy zone, the faster Cromwell and light also move forward. Our heavies are still going for the medium, which the light is trying to take from behind. Notice how one of our heavies is trying to angle his tank to side scrape and how I again bump into him. I think at this point the enemy team would have made a better move if the heavies had stayed behind to take on the Cromwell, which they must have spotted coming towards them again. We've taken out their medium and now it's 5 against 2. I call for focused fire on the heavy and the 5 line. I intended for our Cromwell to come and help us as well. The fact that he doesn't isn't really a problem in this particular game anymore, but focused fire is a good tactic, quickly taking out one gun and then moving on to the next.
Penetration. Enemy armor is destroyed.
And there we've won this game 7 against 2. Thanks for watching and I hope you enjoyed.